until you're able to identify your negative thoughts and your emotions in the current moment, you're constantly going to feel stuck and stagnant. Welcome or welcome back. It's your favorite mental health specialist, High Guidance, and that is what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Now, of course, there is no right or wrong way to heal yourself, so always and only take what resonates as well as leave the rest, and grab your pen and your paper and be prepared to take notes. In this video, we're going to go over 5 recommendations on how you're going to start identifying negative thoughts, as well as 5 disclaimers, so therefore you do not self-sabotage yourself. The first thing you have to be aware of, the first disclaimer, is that you are allowed to feel. You have to learn how to accept your emotions, whether they're negative or positive, by validating them. You cannot transmute your negative thoughts, your negative feelings, your negative emotions if you constantly keep trying to deny them, if you keep constantly trying to suppress them, if you keep constantly trying to invalidate them by not articulating yourself, expressing yourself, or realizing that you feel some type of way. You have to realize that when it comes to negativity, it's because you genuinely feel that way about yourself for whatever reason, which we'll talk about, or you have been exposed and people have projected and deflected onto you. It's common to be angry, it's common to be sad, it's common to feel frustrated, it's common to feel misled and misinformed. It's not common to have anger issues. It's not common to have PTSD. It's not common or normal, normal for the second time. It's not normal to have PTSD. It's not normal to have anger issues. It's not. It's common, like I said, to have emotions, but it's not normal. It's unhealthy. Let's be for real. When you learn how to validate your anger and your frustration and the negative thoughts about yourself, you then can realize how that's affecting you, and then we can come up with solutions, and then you can practice and move forward. But if you don't even realize that you feel resentment, that you have insecurities, that maybe you're not confident, that you have envy, you're not going to be able to release this energy. The second thing you have to be aware of when it comes to identifying negative emotions in the moment is where it stems from. Like I said, do you genuinely feel negative about yourself, or were you exposed and taught negativity and abuse and trauma and chaos and corruption? Was that something that you grew up in your household? Was that something that you were exposed to at an early age? Like, did people bully you? Did you not have certain things? Did you not feel confident about yourself? Whether you were at school, at work, around your friends, and even family members. You have to identify if you genuinely feel that way about yourself, or if somebody is projecting and deflecting. And the reason is because when you can distinguish the difference, you can clock it, you could peep it, and then you could shift your focus by reassuring yourself that you're not these things, or working towards them. So an example is if somebody said that you were ugly. Do you genuinely feel like you're ugly, or do you believe it, because somebody said that to you? So the third thing that you have to be aware of when it comes to identifying your negative emotions is that this is going to take time. If you grew up with low self-esteem and you want to be confident, because we're not here to fake it until you make it, it's going to require you to let go of old ways of thinking. It's going to require you to change your perspective about yourself in life. It's going to require you to become educated. It's going to require you to be open-minded. So anything or anybody who is not willing to support you, pour into you, whether it's me, your family, friends, somebody you can confide in, God, ancestors, universe, Allah, Buddha, take what resonates, leave the rest, your therapist, a psychiatrist, you don't need to continue to surround yourself with these people. You don't need to continue to engage and be associated with these people. You only need to be around people who raise your vibration, who pour into you, who make you feel good about yourself. Not enable you, not gaslight you, not tell you what you want to hear, but who are honest with themselves. So lastly, before we get into the recommendations, when it comes to you identifying negative emotions in the moment, is accepting, sorry guys, I'm looking at my phone, is accepting that you don't have to feel stuck and stagnant just because you have negative thoughts. Like, a lot of people, because maybe you're not taught and shown how to overcome negativity, you feel stuck and stagnant. You feel paralyzed. That's why people have PTSD. You trap yourself. You limit yourself. And when you limit yourself, you self-sabotage yourself. You'll self-sabotage yourself because you're not confident. And then you'll self-sabotage people like me and people who are in alignment with you who want you to do well. And I'm speaking from experience. All the negative people who never took the time to heal themselves or change or whatever it was end up having to be removed out of my life, and realizing later in life that when somebody cares about you, they show you, they pour into you, and they're willing to be patient with you. Don't continue to block opportunities for yourself and from people who you prayed for to be in your life because you don't feel like you're worthy or that you're deserving. And I need you to know that you are deserving. So now let's get into the recommendations. The first thing you need to do in order for you to identify negative emotions and feelings is, in the moment, I want you to start practicing if this energy belongs to you or if it belongs to somebody else. And the way you're going to be able to distinguish this is to ask yourself. So on your notes in the comment section, also going to be your homework assignment, I want you, whenever you have a negative thought or you have a negative emotion, to repeat it out loud. You can repeat it out loud, you can write it down on your notes, or you can write it down in the comment section, or you could physically go in your bathroom, go in a restroom, or grab a mirror, or you can even record yourself, and I want you to say it out loud. And the reason why I need you to affirm it out loud is so therefore, number one, you can release it. Number two, like I said, you can ask yourself and identify where this is coming from. So if you have a negative thought that I'm not going to be successful, when you say that out loud, you hear yourself, you realize there's a reason why you feel this way. It's up to you to decide, okay, do I feel like I'm not going to be successful because I saw something, I heard something, somebody told me I'm not going to be successful, or because what you're going through? The second thing you have to do in order for you to identify negative thoughts, once you affirm this, is to figure out, once again, if you believe what is being said. So once you realize where the negative thoughts is coming from and how it's making you feel, just with the yes or no, I want you to ask yourself if you believe that. So if I said, I feel like I'm not going to be successful, I then would ask myself same thing out loud on a sheet of paper in the comment section or in the mirror, if I believe that. Do I really believe that? I want you to say, do I really believe that? Do I genuinely believe that? And if so, you'll say yes or no in your answer. Me, I'm just going to say no because I don't believe that. I'm just using that as an example. You have to realize the third thing, that this is going to take effort. You're going to have to practice this, especially if you don't have a therapist or somebody to confide in, if you don't believe in God, ancestors, universe, whatever it is that you choose to believe in, or you don't have nobody to help you. You're going to have to help yourself when it comes to transmuting negative energy, other than taking the information that resonates with you and leaving everything else that doesn't. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly. The fourth thing when it comes to negative energy is removing yourself from people and places and things that make you feel negative. You know, you need to start paying attention. When you start watching these videos specifically on this account, you have to be intentional. So if you're in a good mood, you have good energy, and then you get around certain people, places, and things, and now all of a sudden you're second guessing yourself, you're doubting yourself, people making you question yourself, you feel confused, you need to separate yourself from these people, places, and things. You need to be able to create distance. It doesn't matter who it is. Family, friends, kids, lovers. You need to be able to separate yourself, because if not, the longer you surround yourself with people, places, and things who aren't as positive as you or who want to be, the more you're going to consume their energy. You're going to start to internalize negative energy and think there's something wrong with you when there's not. The fourth or fifth thing, I lost count, let me know what number I'm on, is once again, knowing if this is your energy or if it's somebody else's. Because a lot of times subconsciously, if you don't know who you are, if you weren't taught and shown how to be positive or confident, you're going to believe what people say about you because you don't know how to think for yourself and you don't know what to think about yourself. So I need you to start focusing on things, that make you feel good. That's the 5th thing. So whatever you like about yourself, whatever you love about yourself, whatever it is that brings you joy, peace, happiness, and positivity, focus on that. When you start doing these 5 things and you're aware of the disclaimers over time, you're only going to make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, pour into you. You'll be able to have discernment, so you know if these are your thoughts, these are your feelings, or if this is what you saw, what somebody said to you. You'll know how to handle, negativity, as well as what to do moving forward. So your homework assignment, like I've stated, is to write down what it is that you feel negative about. Anytime you have a negative thought or negative emotion, in the moment, say it out loud, write it down, and then ask yourself if you believe it or not. So if you're new here, we have homework assignments. There are challenges because this is an educational content. I am here to inform and motivate you as well as educate you. They're due in the comment section in this video or in the next video, as well as your paper, because you're here to become the best version of yourself, okay? So be mindful. Take your time. Understand transmuting energy, especially negative energy from positive energy, requires a lot of energy, requires a lot of effort. You don't need to have a panic attack. You don't need to feel overwhelmed. You don't constantly need to be depressed or have anxiety or doubt yourself. This does take time. So as long as you're willing to show up, you will grow and you'll be able to see results. That's why we have these homework assignments. So therefore we could see the results. Okay. So with that being said, I just want to say thank you guys so much for engaging, letting me know what's working, what's not. So therefore we can work on things that is for us, as well as liking the video because you guys watched it all the way to the end, as well as thank you guys for turning on your post notifications so you're subscribed, and follow me on all social media platforms. All the information will be down in the description box below. And booking you guys' service in sessions for the month of August or whenever you see this, but right now it's August when I'm making this. If you're not able to afford a session in service, that's totally understandable. DM me on Instagram, letting me know what questions and comments that you have if it's more confidential, as well as follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok, because that's where I am live answering a lot of you guys' questions. Okay, let me know what you guys want to talk about moving forward, or if you guys have any other questions, or if you guys want a part 2 about this. But just keep that in mind. Like, it's okay that maybe you're sad today. You don't always have to have that mindset for the rest of your life. Thanks for watching. I love you. Peace.